Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Tales of Maj'eyal with the Cultist of Entropy. Alright, we are in the ruins of Korpul. I went up here to test my sound and everything, but I haven't done anything since the last episode. So, we are fighting another member of the Cultist of Entropy guild, and he's a cut purse cultist. Doesn't seem very appropriate, but whatever. Alright, let's get rid of this so we don't accidentally cast it again, since we switched wands. Alright, we cast Frenzy already, so let's go ahead and Dark Whisper him. Ouch, that hurt a lot. Let's Nether Blast him. You know what we can do now? We can actually... Where is it? Oh, no. I didn't wait for my cooldown on Black Monolith to go up. Or to finish. I used my wand to heal myself and give myself a better shield. So let's clear our entropy and then rest. Alright, now we have our Black Monolith. So what we do normally for this... Whoops, I pressed the wrong thing. We put it in there. He's a gunslinger, so now he can't hit us. However, we should have probably... I cleared my days with Shatter Afflictions. Alright, let's go ahead. You can shoot through your Void Monolith with most of your cultist spells. I remember... I'm trying to think if... I remember something not working with it. It might have been the Void Rifts, or it might have just been my wands that didn't go through the Void Rift. Alright, now, for this, look, we are confused, right? We want to get away from him, but you randomly move when you're confused. So, even if I hit movement infusion, I might accidentally move to the left and attack him. So in this situation, I don't have to do it now, it's not that dangerous, but I'm going to show you anyway. Click on the toggle movement mode. Now that means even if I try to move to the left, I won't bump attack him. And then we can switch it back on when we're done. Basically that means you don't attack when you move, so. Did we get Black Hole yet? I don't think we did, because we only had 1 point to work with. Alright, what do we get? Something. I didn't see it, though. Got a blue jelly. Sidestep his ooze spit. You don't have to, but might as well. Don't take unnecessary damage if you don't have to. There is a bandit to the east. So we're just... Oh, okay, look. Our Nether Blast has a long range, but since it's blocking it, that obviously means he's right next to us. Okay, this is a cursed, so we definitely want to put a monolith there, but he sidestepped it, so he also dominated us, which means we can't move. So let's Shatter Afflictions, Movement Infusion, and then get away from him. Because he's got Rampage, he might hit hard. It increases attack speed too, so he might attack twice in one round. One round for us. So, just playing it safe there. Alright, we got a Summoner. The Summoners, the Rich hits really hard right now, so... actually, throughout the most of the game, his summons will hit hard. But right now, that's what we got to worry about. The wolf at this level isn't too bad. Let's go ahead and... Oh, no, we're not close enough. I was going to say let's get him closer, but my other spells came off a cooldown, so I'm not going to. Alright. Just stay back and pelt them with spells. That's basically what we're doing right now. It will open up later on with more strategies once we unlock the Herald, which is actually good now. I made an update to my guide. Not now, he was always good, but he's not as hard to get going as I thought. Ouch. He poisoned us. Alright, we got a curse, so there's a corruptor down here. Or is he coming from over here? I think he's coming from over here. Crap. Somebody told me you can link creature. You can still link creature, but I don't see it on here. Let me see if I can find him. Alright, there he is. All right, inspect creature. How do you link creature? Well, I'll figure that out next time. I thought it was something we could do here. So now we can inspect creature. Why? Maybe because I know he's there? Or no, because he's not invisible. He's just out of sight range. Maybe that's why. But with stealth, I think maybe you can't even target him. Ouch, that hurt a lot. Let's black monolith this guy. Let's wait till he gets a little bit closer so we don't waste its duration. Not good. Let's use our shield and then kill him. Damn it, we were surrounded. Alright, what do I want to do here? Let's go ahead and shield ourselves, frenzy, and then just try to blow some of them up. Somebody said in the comments that I guess the vaults get worse. Hopefully it's not a repeat of the... I don't know if anybody knows these ones, but you should if you've gotten to the east. They're these huge vaults where you have to dig after every monster you fight, and it seriously takes like 30 minutes to get through one. They're huge. Alright, we got the Possessed. He's harder, but he's less likely to one-shot you. He's an arcane mage, I think, that doesn't use arcane combat. No, he does use arcane combat. But he uses earthen missiles, so it's actually not too bad. Earthen missiles is a weaker version, or a weaker way to build your arcane mage. We're going to teleport him away from us if we can. We'll put a black monolith there as well. And I'm actually going to speed away for now. There we go, he went down. I don't know what killed him. Let's check out what we can get this round. I'm going to go for the Spatial Distortion. Briefly opens a radius 2 rift in space-time that teleports those within to the targeted location. Enemies will take 26 darkness and 29 temporal damage. It's not for the damage. That's not where you're taking it. You're taking it for the teleport. Or the teleport. The power of this spell inflicts entropic backlash on you, causing you to take 53 damage over 8 turns. That's a lot. This damage counts as entropy for the purpose of entropic gift. But we have ways to lessen that damage. Sanity Warp, we do need that, but we can't get Cacophony yet anyway, so I'm going to go with Spatial Distortion. Or we can't get Cacophony next level anyway, so there's no point in getting it right now over something that's more helpful. And I would like to get Black Hole as well. I might actually get that next level instead of Sanity Warp. Sanity Warp, when a hallucination from hideous visions is slain, it unleashes a psychic shriek, dealing 13 darkness damage to enemies in 1 radius. It's not that great. I mean, it's extra free damage, but it's just a point tax for me. I wouldn't take it unless if I wasn't going for Cacophony as it was. Let's go, what do we want here? I'm going to get the second point of Spike Skin, I think. No. I'm gonna get Luck Drinker. Next time I will probably get the second point of Spike Skin. Let's go, yeah, that's right. We're gonna take Constitution up to 20 before we stop taking it. I almost always argue against people taking Constitution, but I'm so afraid of dying right now because we don't get any shops in the beginning now. I don't always advocate against it. It is a decent stat on alchemists because they don't need anything else, and like they don't need dexterity for crit reduction since they have icy armor or ice core or whatever it's called. Alright, what do we want here? I don't need darkness penetration right now, and I really would like the maximum life plus 40 of this mighty girdle. The rest of it's not that great. Knockback immunity. I like being knocked back. It gives you free movement, so that's a negative, but I'm just taking it for the life. Rough leather boots, plus 20 life, and gives us good melee stats like crit and stuff, but I'm Just taking it for the life and the fact that we don't have any boots anyway that we can wear yet. All right, this gives us, let's look at all these hats, see which one's the best before I commit. 3 Constitution, 4 Cunning. Nothing that I want on that one except for the Armor 9. That's actually quite a bit. 40 Life. Do I have a life helmet yet? No, I don't. So I'll keep a hold of this one even though I can't wear it yet. And it's got light radius, so double plus. Blaze Resolve. Nope, no life on it, so I'm not taking that lantern. All right, what do I want to actually use? It's between this one and this one. 10% chance to reduce strength, dexterity, and constitution by 17, and 20% chance to reduce damage dealt by 6%. Oh, no, it's on melee hit. So, no, we're going to go with Strike Hacker, I think. Yeah, that hat has nothing we want. So, Strike Hacker, 4 Cunning, and 3 Constitution, which ends up being 12 health. So, were any of these worth it? These staves? No, 10% and 13% with nothing. No great spell power bonuses. So, I think ours has 13%. 12% temporal, but it also has decent spell crit and decent spell power. Alright, did we do Agent of the Arena yet? No, we didn't. We need to go do that before we get to level 13. I don't know if they change it in 1.6, but you need to do this before level 13. You can save him after the town is invaded, but it takes a lot of save scumming to do it. And luck. Save scumming and luck. Sounds fun. I'm ready. Let's do this. Agent of the Arena. I wish I could turn on the music and not get copyrighted, but this is the best music in the game in the arena. This guy will rush at you and daze you and then stun you, which is annoying, but it's not dangerous. Just wait till he stuns you and then use your Shatter Afflictions, because the daze will automatically wear off when he hits you, I think. So get rid of our Entropy. This guy is an Arcane Blade, but all he does is Firebolt from range. He actively tries to get away from you. Alright, the reason we want to do this is because it gives us 2 general points. Holy cow. Alright, this maul right here, 39.5 to 59.25 base damage. That's something you could have found in the beginning in Last Hope. Like something like this, or even better. So this is the kind of thing they got rid of. Getting in the beginning. See, this is only tier 2. You could find tier 3 weapons in Last Hope right from the beginning on Insane. I don't know if you could on the other difficulties, but I'm assuming you can. Alright, let's get our second point of Spike Skin. We are going to get Controlled Chaos, I think. Because it's so hard to go down this tree because you really do want Controlled Chaos, but we're not going to have high entropy unless we get a Nether Blast staff, which hopefully we do, but they're pretty rare, and they only spawn from the Blighted Tentacles, I think, or that's where they mostly spawn, and those are very hard to fight, the dungeons that they send you to. So we're not going to grab this just yet because we can't get this to level 12. Let's go ahead and do... I'm going to take another point in Luck Drinker for the extra percentage per stack to entirely avoid damage. This would be a good class to do Armor of Shadow with, I think. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. Cooldown 10 and heal 77. Let's check out our infusions real quick. Heal 80, so this is better than that one. Let's use it. What do we want to use it instead of? Nothing. Movement speed, 466% at cooldown 17. Ours has 1 cooldown more, but it's got a better movement speed buff. Normally I go for cooldown if it's close, but just 1 turn really isn't enough. Let's look at this. Cooldown 19, what's ours? Cooldown 18. So for a clear, that 1 cooldown does matter, so we're not going to switch. Cooldown 14. Wow, yeah, we'll take that. Shatter Afflictions with cooldown 14, and the shielding is not as good. The shielding is much worse, but that's okay. We want it for the removal. This is a shield rune for 160 at cooldown 14, which is most likely better than ours. Same cooldown, and 60 more armor. So yeah, we'll take that. Or 60 more shield. Teleportation rune, I'll just hold on to that for now. I don't actually need it. We do have enough money. I'm going to go to Last Hope now. Hold on, I want to check out their lanterns. What we're looking for here, remember, is a bright brass lantern of health. All they have is a brass lantern of health. So it's the same as ours, but a little bit worse. You can get the quest for the alchemist there, but you don't need to get it before. I try to finish A. Grimley's first. A. Grimley's and the alchemist and Last Hopes first, so I don't even grab the other alchemist ones until late game when it's clear I can't finish these two anymore. I have already gotten that, right? Yes, I have. We need to go to train generic weapons and armor usage. Now we can take out 1 point in spike skin and put it in heavy armor training. You only need 16 strength. Okay, so not 18, but that's fine. So what that does is heavy armor training 1. It allows you to wear heavy mail armor, gauntlets, helms, and heavy boots. The gauntlets, helms, and heavy boots is what we want because they don't actually count against you for the purposes of like whether you're wearing light armor. Only your chest piece matters. So we can still wear heavy armor and use our void stars. Is this something we want? Oh, we don't have any gloves, so yes we do. Let's transmog all these now that we don't need them. Alright, do we want this? Yes, 40 life and 1 light radius is better than 12 life and 4 cunning. Let's check out, are any of these decent? This is decent, but I don't want to spend money on something that's such a little upgrade. This belt, if we can't find water breathing, I'll come back to buy that later for the Lake of Nirn. Impenetrable armor. They usually have a decent armor, but that one is only 9. And also it's heavy armor, so we can't wear it. Or we don't want to wear it. Maximum mana, we don't need that. That is actually not bad. Plus 11 spell power, plus 6% all damage, and changes resistances 7% all. But I don't want to give up 8 armor. And yeah, and this gives us 15% resistances. Plus that bone grab is too useful for us right now, so I'm not going to give that up. Although those were all decent, decent stats. It's everything I would want in a piece of armor. So, all right, this guy. You'll get more money depending on how many people you save. So try to save a bunch of them. I don't know if I can actually shoot through these guys. Can I? Yes, we can. All right. Oh, he moved. Awesome. What level is he? Level 10? Normally he's pretty easy, but he's obviously not going down very quickly for me. What are we at entropy? Only 28. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to really spike our entropy. So we're at 98 now. And then we'll throw it all on him. So let's look at that. Entropic Gift right now is doing 28 damage to him per turn. So, that's not bad. It's better than my Dark Whispers, at least. Alright, I'm going to run away from him. So he's... Alright. We got to level 10, and we got Curse Lifter. If you can kill him before he kills anyone, you get a special achievement. You get more money, but that's about it. Not much more. Oh wow. Life regain 5. I am taking that definitely. Yeah. That is crazy good. For a low level, 5 life regain is really good. We only had 1 before, and now we have 6. That's why I advise taking the combat veteran tree floating points into it early game, just for the life regain. This is a 20-turn digging pickaxe, so we will get rid of our other one, which was almost twice as long. What you want is a pickaxe that is below 12 turns or below. It might be 13 turns or below. Whichever the pick of, oh god, tooth of the mouth is, whatever duration that is, that's what you want. Because then you can dig sand. You can dig sand before it falls on your head. So that way, if you really do get trapped, you don't have to wait for the sandworms in the sandworm lair. Alright, I'm here checking for a Mind Blast Torque, but I really don't think I'm going to find one better than Mind Blast Torque. Here we go. 150 mind damage and silencing for 4 turns, and increase all damage penetration by 10%. I think I'm going to take that. Here's a new one. Extending Iron Torque of Gale Force. It can be used to project a gust of wind in a cone, knocking enemies back 7 spaces and dealing 100 physical damage. Excuse me. Evasive Elven Tome of Healing. 13% chance to evade and 110 healing. Not bad. I think I'm just going to go with this, though. And I'm going to keep that for... Oh, my God. That costs 288. Normally, Mind Blast Torques cost like 20. They really upped the price on those. Crap. Oh, well. What I was going to say before I got interrupted by myself... I'm going to keep it in case I run into any mobs that I need to blow up from far away without getting next to. Let's go back into Trollmire, see if we can finish it this time. Alright, let's go Sanity Warp and Black Hole. Black Hole. On casting Entropic Gift, a radius 1 rift in spacetime will be opened underneath the target for 2 turns, increasing in radius by 1 each turn to a maximum of 1, or that goes up. All caught within the rift are pulled towards the center and take 4 darkness and 4 temporal damage, plus 6% of your total entropy each turn. None of the damage really matters to me. What matters is it pulls them towards the center each turn. It helps keep people away from you. So you can basically go between Black Monolith, Black Hole, and from below it devours to always keep people away from you, and then use Spatial Distortion as a last resort. Now, we have a category point right now. I'm going to get an inscription because we do not have the points right now to go into Oblivion for the Herald, and it takes a lot of setup to get the Herald going. So, and I just don't have it yet. You need the curses as well, to the 2-fold curse, and then 2 of these to get it super easy, which we just don't have that yet. All right. Oh yeah, this is why we ran. Okay. I sped up. I'm gonna put a Black Monolith right in front of me. Frenzy. And then Dark Whisper everybody. Then let's Entropic Gift to keep them there, or at least attempt to. It's probably not going to because the radius is too low right now. I want to kill that gunner before anything, while he has a line of sight of us anyway. If you can put someone in front of him, the gunner's not too bad, but we didn't have anybody left to put in front of him. Alright, things are starting to come together, but also I'm a lot higher level than these guys now. They're only level 8, and I am level 10, so it should be easy, is what I'm saying. It's hard to get a good rotation going on this guy because of your chaotic effect. You can sometimes your cooldowns are a lot lower, sometimes they're a lot higher. So you can't just 1, 2, 1 all the time. So it kind of gets in the way sometimes. There's a way to control that a little bit better after we get controlled chaos. This is just generally good, this ring. 6 armor and 22% cold resistance. That's good. Plus we don't have any other rings, so no. It's a healing torque, but I don't need that. Or a healing totem. just Dark Whispering and Nether Blasting, because it's just trash. Okay, here's a good fight. Now, we got someone coming from over here and 2 guys coming from, or 3 purples coming from down here. So what we want to do is just keep backing up. He dominated us. They can do that even though it's a melee move. They can do that from a square away. So what I want to do is Afflictions, Movement, and get away from him. Now that our black monolith is there, we can unload on him. These bees you normally have to be at least careful of. It's a bee and it's also a rogue. Let's look at its global speed. Its global speed is 200%, so be careful. Equipment set. He does have a ranged weapon, but it's a sling, so we should be okay. Let's spatial distortion myself. You cannot do that. Okay. I must be thinking of the Corruptor. The Corruptor has a similar one, but it switches places. I think it switches his place as well, not just the enemy. Don't need to shatter Afflictions. I am going to remove my entropy though, and then use my healing and shield wand. Then we'll throw another Dark Whisper. Black Monolith right in front of me, that way they can't shoot me from far away. They'll have to get like all the way up here to get a line of sight, or down here, which there is one. Awesome. Let's speed up and run away. How do we want to do this? What's my entropy? No, we're fine. I can just kill him easily. Thought my entropy was higher than that. Your entropy, even though you're not like you, once you get that Nether Blast staff, because the way Dark Whispers is always kind of passively working, it procs so many times you can get really high entropy really quickly. So it's not necessary, but it is really good to get one. Come on, I know I'm faster than you. I guess I'm not. Alright, we're gonna speed up, run over here, put our black monolith right in his way. This is Prox the Mighty, he's kind of the boss here, but fixed bosses are like easy, except for the last 2 bosses. Fixed bosses, like, they're almost a reprieve when it comes to bosses. Ran bosses are the things you need to worry about. Sometimes in Daikara, the final boss can be pretty bad. He silenced me, awesome. These guys will despawn in a second. They have really decent resist all, so it's, if you don't have to kill them, don't. Like, it's a very, that's why Oozemancers are annoying, because if you don't kill them, they share their health kind of with the main Oozemancer. It's just really annoying because you have to shoot past them, but even if you shoot past them, it's hard to kill the guy behind them. Oozemancers are really annoying. Alright, we got a vault here. Easy vault. Just gonna summon a bunch of fodder for us over and over again. If you can shoot past them and kill the trees, it makes it easier. Let Dark Whispers kill the rest of them. Alright, we're going into the lair of a mighty troll. Blood of Life, awesome. That will replace at least one of our deaths. Alright, this has 5%, our necklace has 5% physical resistance, but I want this confusion immunity, so I'm going to put this one on instead. As you can tell, confusion is very annoying so far. 2 magic and 20% fire resistance, good. I would hold on to this even if I had another ring, because you want a bunch of fire resistance for a certain boss. Alright, we got a really decent lantern here. It's got 4 cunning, 40 life, and 3 light radius. What does this one have? Ours is actually better because it's got 4 more life, and it does actually have... There's a bunch of stats on this one, but none of them really matter outside the ones that I just listed. But ours is better because it has heal mod and slightly better health. Glitter Umbra. Nope. Bunch of stats except for the... Oh no, it's got temporal damage and spell power, but I want the life on the ones that we already have. It's a cloak. Oh, we don't even have a cloak, so any of these will do. This one has better stats on it. Like actual stats, like cunning and stuff. This one has decent armor and 12 cold resistance, but I think I'm going to stick with the stat one. It's probably not better, but... Oh well. This has 37 life on this belt, but ours is again better. Shit, I should have looked at those stabs. One of them was potent. That means it was a tier 2, I think? Tier 2 or 3. There's a big nasty troll in here. So let's wait for him. Then put a black monolith in front of him. You always want to use your black monolith at the beginning of the fight, if it's a hard fight, because you're likely to run out of void stars from getting hit. And if you don't have a void star, you can't cast a black monolith. You're much better using all your void stars on black monoliths than actually getting hit and losing them that way. Now this guy... He just confused us? No, he stunned us. This guy usually has a weapon that can shatter shields, so you can't count on your shield saving you. What is that? Intimidated? I don't know what this little dark circle around me is. Throw him back quite a bit. Alright, Silk Current would be good if we were doing water damage or ice damage, but we're not. I mean, if you're going light armor. You should probably never use this on any class, is what I'm saying. It's got decent talent masteries, but ice sucks. Like across almost every single class except for Alchemist, ice damage is not very good. Talent on hit spell, Water Jet, 5% chance at level 1. I like doing talent on hit spell builds, but that's just not a good one. Level 1 Water Jet, it's not good enough. And nothing else in here that I really want. We did get some gems that we can sell if we need to. Are we teleporting out? Yeah, that's everything. Wait, let's level up first. We are now level 12, so we're going to level up and then end the episode. We can get what we have been waiting for this entire time, which this is the spell that makes Dark Whisper really, really good. Cacophony. Raise your Dark Whispers in radius 10 to a deafening crescendo for 3 turns, applying another stack and drowning out all thought. Targets afflicted by Dark Whispers will have 20% higher chance to spawn hallucinations, and each time they take damage from your Dark Whispers or Sanity Warp... Where's Sanity Warp? Oh yeah, it's that crappy one. Doesn't matter. They will take an additional 52% damage as temporal damage. But that 52% goes up pretty high. I think it ends up being like 120%, 150%, something like that. But because of that, it means you're going to be doing more temporal damage than darkness damage, if you're going a Dark Whispers build. But yeah, if you get... Well, I think I did a demonstration of it on my Cultist guide, but after 2 casts of Dark Whisper and then Cacophony, it was doing like 800 damage per turn. That's insane. Trying to get that on a Paradox Mage using Attenuate it's doable, but it's not easy. In this, it's just easy. It's easy. Halo of Ruin, we'll go over that later. We're not going to get it yet. Essence Reeve, you rend the very essence of the target, drawing on their life and converting it to Void Stars. The target takes 56 darkness damage and 63 temporal damage, and you gain 1 Void Star. This is kind of like a heal. It's like your heal, because it heals your Void Star, which lets you put another black monolith out. So I do like taking it. Eventually, you can get 2 Void Stars back. I've tried clicking it with mastery and everything, but I haven't been able to get it up to 3 void stars with one cast before, but that's fine. Power overwhelming. You empower your spells with dangerous levels of entropic energy, increasing your darkness and temporal damage by 5% and resistance penetration by 8% at the cost of suffering 6.7 entropic backlash for each non-instant spell. So, pretty much everything. But, I mean, 6 entropic backlash isn't really that bad, especially once you get going. This is good, but we're going to take it later when we need the resistance penetration. Right now, we have way too many things we need to be putting points into, and raising your damage by percentage is really a mid to late game stat. What do we want? All right, our base is at 20 now for Constitution, and so now we're going to be doing Magic and Cunning. I don't know what Prodigy I'm going to get yet, so we'll have to look at that in a little bit, because I might need to take Dexterity or something. I think that's what Armor of Shadows is, but if I remember correctly, someone said they redid a lot of Prodigies, so one episode I'm really going to just have to go over all of them, and we'll see once we get there. Alright, Thick Skin. Your skin becomes more resilient to damage, increasing resistance to all damage by 4%. I am going to take that, even though it is more... It's kind of a mid to later game stat, but I really like Thick Skin. Some people say take 3 out of 5. I almost always go 5 out of 5 because I love raising my resist all as high as I can. Fate Breaker. You form a link between yourself and the chosen target for 4 turns, tying your fates together. If during this time you receive fatal damage, you reflexively warp reality, ending the effect and attempting to force them to die in your place. Hold on. Okay. As long as your target remains alive, this redirects all damage you take to it as temporal and darkness damage for 1 turn. Any fortune stacks you have and any jinx stacks the enemy have will then be consumed to heal you for 8 life per stack. So, I usually don't take this, but I don't remember reading this part. As long as your target remains alive, this redirects all damage you take to it as temporal and darkness damage for 1 turn. Does that mean you have to die for that to happen? If so, then I don't like it. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to die for that to take effect, so I'm probably not going to grab that. Let's go another point in Spike Skin for the... Now it's limited to 2 creatures instead of 1. Gives us an extra 10%, or it gives us 10% resist all if we get hit 2 times in a row. And then that lasts for 5 turns, I think. Yeah, 5 turns. Alright, I think we're good here. Alright, so that's where we're going to end it today. Next time we are going to go through... I think we're going to do Norgos's Lair, and then hopefully, if it's quick enough, we can also do... Oh geez, what's it even called? Scintillating Caves. So, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and that's my mama.